so I said this is just part one of the video, right? I still gotta see about this rough idle that I'm feeling. This vehicle is like you hang it on the tailpipe and it's feeling like it's a misfire, but it's not. I mean, it could be, but I'm not sure where this rough idle is coming from, right? So I believe I'm gonna throw my other scan tool on this. You know, I tend to use that a lot when I'm doing these drivability issues, and right now I'm seeing that the ECU is pulling some fuel, right? Based on what the air fuel alpha is telling me. Right now I'm like 92, 91, around 80, and that shouldn't be. So that means my fuel trim is kind of out of whack.
Yeah, what up, folks? So we got a Nissan supercharged Note customer complaint that he experiencing a rough idle. Let's see if I can check it out. So let's pop the hood and see what symptoms he's getting. Let's see if we can start this vehicle up. See, hold on real quick. Is this a push start? Yes, it is. So I see the check engine light on. Alright, let's see why. Yeah, I see you got the little setup there. Alright, that's what's up. EFD battery, so I'm not worried about that. He says vehicle is running a little rough. So let's put the scan tool on it and see what we get. What do we see? Gas light is on. We see you have no gas. Not sure why. Brought a vehicle with no gas. As I said, the check light is on. Let's say yes. What is it on this side? That is D. Let's do a screen record on this. Alright, so we got the vehicle running right now. I'm gonna go into, I wanna see my monitors. As a matter of fact, let's see what, we got a P0172 system too rich. Possible cause, intake block, evap canister, fuel pressure, EGR, injectors. Okay. So this has the GDI system. So basically this using the high pressure pump on the head, right? Running off the cam lobes. So I'm gonna go into, my temperature is at 86. Right now -7, so definitely that the ECU is pulling fuel. Right, lambda is at 99, which ain't bad. Not having any kind of major fuel trim issue, but it looks like I'm pulling too much fuel. Alright, let's take this for a spin. Actually, I'm gonna go into sharpshooter. Right, I wanna press start and see what's going on. So as you can see here, I'm getting -5. Right, it's not bad. If I snap the X, ooh, it lit up. So the right now you see that the total trims is like on the borderline, because it's basically telling me that I'm pulling fuel. The ECU is pulling fuel at idle. So it's basically it's dumping gas. So what can we, is it a misfire? No. Is it a rough idle? Yes. Right, so let's clear this, right? And trying to find, you know, get some direction on, is it a faulty mass airflow signal, or if it's dirty, or is it the fuel related, like the fuel pump, or if it's the injector. Could be. Now let's take this vehicle for a spin and see what we get. So we can't go far because we don't have much fuel. in the rail, so I'm just gonna take it for a spin and let's press start. Let's take this for a spin. Let's see how the vehicle is behaving. I feel like the vehicle wanna cut off. Let me put my seatbelt on. And while we're driving, you're seeing that basically my pits is like lit up, especially at high RPM. It's like red. I already think I have an idea what this problem that this customer is experiencing. We had replaced his complete engine a few weeks back, and I informed him that he needs to service his injectors, right? Because it feels like this injector is basically was dumping excessive fuel, right? And he was reluctant to buy the complete engine, so we had to transfer the parts. But remember, basically we took all the parts from his vehicle and we put it on this engine, so that includes the injectors. So right now it seems like you feel like it's a fuel cut, like, you know, if you're getting excessive fuel. Yep. Thinking along the line, this is injectors issue that he's experiencing, that during the P0172 system too rich. And says clearly that based on what I'm seeing here, that is lit up, you know. The ECU is basically taking away fuel. So much, like, let's say 31% fuel cut. Well, yep. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna just let him know that he has to, you know, try to either clean the injector. And as I said, you can see right here is, you know, basically is dumping fuel. One of the injectors is definitely not good. The check light was on with a P0172 code, and yeah, so I'm gonna let him know.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright, so what I did, basically I mentioned to the client that he has to either get his injectors cleaned or replaced, and he chose to get it replaced. So I believe that I should get that off basically a used engine somewhere, right? So I'm gonna see if I can link up with my guy, see if I get some, and I'll pop it on, right? But I had to remove like the intake manifold, and the injectors was hidden right under the intake manifolds. A lot of things you need to remove just to get to that, because you didn't have no space, right? And when we removed the injectors, we saw that they was really clogged up. So that definitely is our problem, right? So the injectors was not able to, you know, basically have the proper spray pattern, and you can see a lot of like wet, you know, gas and smell like gas on the valves, right? Remember, this is not poured, right? This is direct injection, so that could definitely lead to you know, a misfire. Yeah, so I believe that's what rectified the problem. So on my scan tool, I was seeing like minus 27 on the long term, right? And as you saw when I was driving last night, you saw how it was lit up, right? So basically it's telling me that I'm basically have too much fuel in the combustion area, and the ECU is trying to, you know, take fuel away or reduce the amount of time that the fuel injector is, you know, pulsing or open, right? So as I said, this is going to rectify that problem. I'm going to put everything back together, and also, you know, let the client know that his vehicle is ready, right? But I got to make sure I do my due diligence and do my checks, you know, make sure I get my check my fuel trim again, take it for a run, because it would have some like burn gas down in the cylinder. So I gotta take it for a spin and see if that could you know, burn some of that out before I deliver it to the client, right? So we're gonna sum this up as a faulty injector. I don't know which one it is because I didn't check for them. I didn't test them, to be honest. I just let the client know when he choose to, you know, have all replaced. So that kind of eliminate, you know, me going to check what injector was leaking. But we did have a faulty injector somewhere, based on the video I had prior. So, you know, I said, let me just pop these on and take it from there. Still find it vibrating a little too much, but we'll see if it settles itself out. Check for codes. We got no 4 codes. Alright, let's come out of that. Let's go into live data and look at some fuel trims and see if, you know, if what we did made a difference. I believe it did because we actually saw the, let me check this command fuel rate pressure. Let's check out lambda for those long-term and short-term fuel trim. So my short-term is going back and forth. My long-term is 5.5, which was, as I said, it had clog injectors, so that could have also, no, that's matter of fact, let's come on with this and do a, let's go back here and do a self-learn count, and we will do a, I don't have to do a throttle relearn, but I'll do a self-learn count to reset my long-term and short-term parameters. This is Note, e-power Note, HE12, is it? Hold on real quick, let's see. This is the HE, no. I believe this is a 2014, I guess. Let's see, let's go to ECM. Maybe off for a year or two. Right. Just want to get some information. Let's do read 4 codes, no 4 codes. Let's read our data stream. Or say, you know, go to alpha. That's what I want to see right now. Let's look and see what our injectors are doing. So right now I'm adding 12% fuel, right? But as I said, this could be the parameters from before. So what we gotta do here is go on to special function. We're gonna do self-learn count. And we're gonna clear that. Basically tell me I have a vacuum leak. That's what it's saying. Right, let's check and see if I left any holes unplugged. I'm not seeing anything that I left unplugged. Right, you got a hose here, one here. Alright, so it's running a little rough. So we gotta figure out where that extra fuel is coming from. And it gotta be behind the mass airflow area. Alright, so let me get some carb spray and see if I can find this vacuum leak. So it went from running rich, now it's running lean. Right, you see I'm adding fuel. So let's find this. We're gonna spray in some general areas and see if it make a difference. See, they got a makeshift thing here. We'll make sure that's trying to see if I can get this to pull down in order to see what that vacuum leak is. Dropping to like 105, but
Alright, so I was able to find a vacuum leak. So that blue like hose, whatever it is, like customer installed that on his own, and basically the clamps was not secure, right? So we had a rich condition due to the injectors, and we also had a lean condition because he created a vacuum leak, you know, trying to rectify a problem that he had, you know, before, right? So as I said, man, it was I won't say it was an easy one, right? The more challenging part of it was to take down this intake manifold to get to these injectors, right? But other than that, you know, I was able to diagnose this really quickly by, you know, just watching my data, right? So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, you know, criticism, leave it down in the box. You understand? Until next time, take it easy. Later.